The creator of this next tactic claims that it is an absolute record breaking best tactic out there so far. Well, we're going to test it out and see if that's the case or if it falters like a lot of others we've seen. Let's just jump in and see how it does. This one is called the Broken Regista 4231 FM24 Tactic Record Breaking, or it's also known as Regista Room for some reason. But as you can see, it is a nice 4231. We will see if it's record breaking with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. The page I got this from basically says that the creator tested it with PSG on holiday, got a 97% win rate. 34 played, 33 wins, 1 draw, no losses, a perfect season. Points per game at 2.9. We will see again how it does with ours. There is a video. Definitely check it out. Always check it out. They always go into how they created it, why they created it, how they're doing with it, and things like that. So this is a creator that we've seen time and time again, and we've seen some fantastic tactics on. But let's dive into the Premier League and see how well this tactic worked for our teams. Well, Liverpool in first, tops of the league, tied on points, best on goal differential to Manchester City. Not looking record breaking so far, but 96 goals is pretty nice. Aston Villa in sixth, 71 points, a little low, 75 goals, not bad. I would say kind of an average season so far for both, maybe just a bit above average for Liverpool. But now Liverpool's trophy season looks pretty good. 5-3 Carabao Cup final over Luton Town, interestingly enough. Beating Aston Villa along the way, though, and they get FA Cup final 0-0 in penalties against Chelsea with Konate sent off in the 58th. And another victory over Aston Villa. And another amazing set of match results right there against Borussia Dortmund, winning the Europa League final 2-1. So yeah, I mean, you cannot complain about this tactic at all with a 4-trophy season. Very well done. The sea of green isn't as high as we'd like, but there's still a lot there. 32 goals for Diaz, very well done. 25 for Nunez, 21 for Salah, and 20 for McAllister, plenty in double digits. 19 assists for Szoboszlai, 17 for Trent, and then average rating Diaz with a 7.31. Well, hitting up Aston Villa, we know they lost in the Carabao Cup semi-finals to Liverpool, good margin too, and they lost in the FA Cup quarterfinals to Liverpool as well. Zaniolo being sent off in the 74th did not help. But they do come away from the season with a trophy in hand against Fiorentina, 1-1 in penalties in the Europa Conference League final. So I would say this is a fairly standard run for Aston Villa. One trophy, quarterfinal, semifinals, both by Liverpool using the exact same tactics, so that's a bit of a knock. But Aston Villa in sixth with only 71 points. They could have done a little bit better, and I think you could probably do a lot better if you took control of this yourself, as I always say. Squad-wise for Aston Villa, yeah, not a lot in the green. 24 goals for Ollie Watkins, back to his somewhat normal. 20 for Diaby, very well done for those two. 14 assists for Digne. Average rating, Emilio Buendia, only 5 appearances, 720, but a 708 for Jacob Ramsey. Data Hub, Liverpool looking very attacking minded, very well done. The goals are just a little bit down, but as you can see, 2.53 goals per game, very well done. 0.71 conceded, 0.89 XG against. Aston Villa, they've got some pushes towards the attacking side, but definitely nowhere near as Liverpool. Defensively, yeah, about standard. Goals, though, 1.97 goals per game, 1.32 conceded, 1.27 XG against. Premier League stats, 2.34 points per game for Liverpool. Aston Villa with 1.87. But tops in goals with 96, very well done. We have seen 100 and more, but this is pretty nice. Aston Villa in fifth with 75. Fewer shots against, 255 for Liverpool, 360 for Aston Villa. Most possession, 58% for Liverpool, Aston Villa with 56. And then best pass completion, Aston Villa in seventh with 88%, and most shots for Liverpool with 616 and Aston Villa with 511. Well, if our Premier League teams did fairly well, I'm going to guess Ipswich Town did too. Yep, second place, very well done. 93 points is actually still pretty low. I'm going to guess there was an update to them at some point where maybe the previous update just boosted them a little too much. Now they're not getting anywhere near the 100 mark that they usually do get, but 108 goals is pretty nice. Domestic Cups, nothing out of the ordinary. Carabao Cup third round, they drop out against Bournemouth 1-2, and FA Cup third round immediately against Manchester United 1-2. Overall championship, they are back up tops. Promoted, second place, very well done. Domestic Cups, nah. Squad-wise, you could see 19 goals for Connor Chaplin, Broadhead with 14, Hurst, yeah, 4. Assists 15 for Leif Davis, though. He is the standard one. Clark with 12. And average rating, Dominic Ball gets in there with 712. But Leif Davis with a 709. Championship stats, second place, 2.02 points per game for Ipswich Town. Most goals, though, only in third with 108, but that is after the playoffs. Fewest shots against, third with 345. Most possession with 57%, and most shots for in third with 610. But let us jump into this 4-2-3-1 a bit more. Sweeper, keeper, and defend is where we start. Complete wingbacks on the left and the right in attack. Ball-playing defenders in the central spots. Segunda Volante in support next to a Regista in support. Inside forwards in support on both sides, an advanced playmaker in attack in the central spot, and an advanced forward in attack up front. Attacking mentality in possession, attacking width is fairly wide. Approach play, overlap on the left and the right, play out of defense. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and work the ball in the box. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute to the center backs. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. But now, how did this do for our three teams? I mean, pretty well. No question about it. Ipswich Town back to promotion spouts. Very well done. 93 points. I mean, it is a little low from what we've seen in the past couple of months, but they're in second place. I can take it. Aston Villa and Liverpool. Liverpool definitely getting tops. 89 is fantastic. 96 goals is pretty good too. Aston Villa, we've seen a bit better though, however. But now, they tested with PSG, a really stacked team that's going to do very well in the league. So kudos to them for doing really well there. But I think we've got a bit harder of a league here with the Premier League and the Championship. So I think you're going to have to get your fingers into this and do a lot more on a day-to-day basis, a match-by-match basis, transfers, training, tactic changes, things like that during a match. And I think you could actually do fairly well. But we've seen a lot of 4-2-3-1s this time around. So I definitely want to look at it. If you tried it, let us know how it worked for you. But this time, definitely want to throw into the mix. Maybe take a couple of things that you like out of this that fits into your squad. Maybe a couple of other things from other tactics that you've seen along the way. But yeah, definitely one to check out. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.